Shit's about to get real for Kevin, where I'm gonna quiz him again, and he doesn't know what it's gonna be about.
No idea.
All right, Kevin, are you ready? I'm just
I'm
gonna
ready.
reveal this to you. I'm just gonna
Okay,
blow it
what
out of the
is
water. It's probably something you never would have expected.
Is it going to be on this?
It's gonna be on this. Keep looking at the screen.
Yeah,
Keep
I'm
looking at the
looking, I'm
screen.
looking, I'm
Look
looking.
at the screen. And here it is. It's the bloody moon. I'm quizzing him on the moon because, as the great Leonidas once said, astronomer. I forgot the line. Oh, we'll put their names to the test. So you're an astrophysicist. I'm gonna put the astrophysicist's name to the test. I'm just kidding. It's not gonna be that in depth about the moon, but you're gonna get some questions. There are gonna be 10 questions. 5 are just gonna be regular questions. 5 will be true, false. I'm mixing it up here. Some of them will be about the real moon, and then some of them will be about the moon in science fiction. So,
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm mixing it up here. I figured this would be more interesting because I'm sure I looked at all the moon questions that I found on the internet, and I'm pretty sure you could probably get those pretty easily. So I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt here. You ready?
At this point, I'm going to overthink it and think it's going to be some kind of...
I hope not. Here we
All
go.
right.
So here's the first one. What is the name of the first man-made object to land on the moon?
Luna 2.
There you go. Could you
It was a Soviet probe that
Yeah.
crashed.
Yeah.
It wasn't a controlled landing. They just wanted to prove that they could hit it.
Right, exactly. Do you know what year that was? Just out of curiosity.
63?
59.
Is that really?
Yep.
Huh.
All right, this next one might be more in your wheelhouse, but you also might miss it because it's very specific.
Right.
So here we go. So, in Star Trek First Contact, back in 1996, 24th century First Officer William Riker looks up at the moon and marvels at the sight of it, particularly because in 2063, the moon remained unspoiled by humans, not counting the trash already up there. By the 24th century, Riker's own time, how many people were living on the moon?
At least 250,000. It was a lot.
Is that your final answer?
I remember him... Okay, so there's been more than one reference to the colonization of the moon in Star Trek. Because in Deep Space Nine, they talked about it a bunch, too.
Yeah, we're going with what he said, though, in First Contact.
I have to say... I want to say 250,000, but I know it's much more than that.
250,000?
Because the New Berlin is up there. There's a bunch of cities, and it's much more than 250,000.
So you're still going to stick with 250,000, though? Even though you know it's more than 250,000?
Like, I know it. I know that it's more.
All right.
But what's the correct answer?
50 million. Approximately 50 million people.
Okay.
According to what William Riker said. And we know everyone can trust number one when he's got his beard. Only time you can trust him is when he has
that number doesn't surprise me. Because they have so many cities up there
Right.
by now.
All right, here you go. Number 3. What is the largest mare, or sea, on the moon? I'll take either the Latin name or the English name. I don't know if it's in this picture, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm just looking for any, visual memory.
Yeah.
It's not the Sea of Tranquility. Because that's,
No,
that's something much different.
Everyone knows that one.
Yeah.
I would accept 2 answers to this, but I'm guessing by
I may not even know it.
Yeah, I'm guessing that you're not going to be able to get it now.
I don't know, because I'm waiting too long. I would have... If I knew it, I would have known by now.
Okay. The answer is Mare Imbrium, also known as Sea of Showers, or Sea of Rains. Sea of Rains.
Really?
Make it rain. That's 711 miles across. Now, there's also, I would have accepted, Oceanus Procellarum.
Never heard it called that.
That's what is... No, this is a different one.
Different one.
This is the largest, flattest area,
right.
I guess, of the moon. Also known as Ocean of Storms. That one is greater than 1,600 miles across. So that's more than twice as large as the largest mare on the moon. So I would have accepted either of those because people usually interchange mare and Oceanus, but they're kind of different things. All right, number 4.
4.
In 2001, A Space Odyssey, 3 monoliths are found by humanity. One by a group of early hominids, a second on the moon, and one orbiting Jupiter. In what crater was the moon monolith discovered?
Oh, I'm not going to know that. I'm just saying it outright. I don't know.
Oh, you don't know? Okay. It is Tycho, the Tycho crater. And actually, all of the monoliths are named TMA, and they're giving a number designation. And TMA stands for Tycho Magnetic Anomaly, because there was a magnetic anomaly around the one.
Right, that's how they found.
That's how they found.
They found it.
Right. Even though that doesn't really correspond with the other two.
That was in the books, right? Yeah. When they were able to go into that much detail.
Yes. All right, number 5. Contrary to what Hollywood would have you believe, there were only 17 Apollo missions. How many of them made it to the moon?
Okay, you're going to need to specify. Do you mean landing or flyby or orbit?
Landing on the moon.
Landed
on the moon? Yes.
Okay, I'm going to count out loud. Reflex wants me to say 6, but let me... Okay, so 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17.
That is correct. Right. In fact, I had to do it the same way when I did it. So yes, the correct answer is 6. As everyone knows, Apollo 13 never touched down, and Apollo 18 doesn't exist.
Right.
That's
and then Apollo 8 and Apollo 11, both 8 was a flyby. Mm-hmm. 11, they actually went into orbit to do a practice run. Mm-hmm. But they didn't actually land. They got within a few miles of the surface with the lander and then aborted.
11, 12...
Or sorry, 10.
Yeah.
Number 10.
Yeah. All right. Now we're going to go into true and false phase. True and false.
50-50
True
chance.
or false. Yes, you have 50-50 chance. So this is easy. You can guess it even if you don't know.
Yeah.
All right, here's the first one. The 2012 film Iron Sky is about a Nazi attack on Earth from a base on the dark side of the moon, where reanimated JFK as president attempts to defeat them. True or false? Is that what the movie is about?
Okay, I know that Iron Sky is Nazis from the moon. Uh-huh. I know that for a fact. I've never heard of a reanimated JFK. But it wouldn't surprise me.
What is it, Kevin?
No, I feel like I would have seen like GIFs of a reanimated JFK on the internet or something. I want to say false.
You going with false?
Yeah.
That is correct. It is false. The real president at the time was Sarah Palin in the movie. I would have totally taken reanimated JFK over that. And by the way, if you guys want me to write that movie, I'll write that movie. All right, number 7. True or false, the moon is moving away from Earth at a rate of 1.2 feet a year.
No, that's much too much. That's false.
Okay, that is correct. The answer is false. It's actually
like 2 centimeters.
It's about 1.5 inches or 3.8 centimeters.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a good fact for all you guys. Don't freak out that the moon is moving away from us. Where everything's good. All right, number 8. True or false? According to Portal 2's Cave Johnson, founder of Aperture Labs, moon rocks are excellent portal conductors.
Yes. Oh, yes, I remember that. That's true, yes.
Okay, yes, that is correct.
They're also a deadly poison.
Yes, that's nothing. But I mean, that's not just from that game. I mean, that's something that I've read about moon dust. Anyway, you don't want to ingest that stuff. That's bad news. All right.
Bad news bears.
Number 9. True or false? As humans, we manage to leave trash just about everywhere we go, and the moon is no exception. Currently, one could find 5 American flags, 2 golf balls, 96 bags of urine, feces, and vomit, a feather from Baggin, the Air Force Academy's mascot falcon, and the ashes of Eugene Schumacher.
I don't remember the ashes. I remember the golf balls. I wouldn't be surprised about all those bags. The flags... How many did you say?
5.
5. Did they, just not put one down on one of them? That sounds off. Of the Schumacher one... See, enough of that sounds true. That because... Okay, I'm going to have to lean true just because the rest of it sounded reasonable enough.
That is true. All those things are true. There are 5 American flags, 2 golf balls, 96 bags of urine and shit. And a feather from the Air Force Academy's Falcon, which they used to show.
Yeah, I remember that one.
And then, yes, the ashes of Eugene Schumacher, who he did some analysis, I guess, on the first moon rocks. So he asked for his ashes to be buried.
Do you know the story on the golf balls?
I know one of them was hit at one point.
So Alan Shepard, the first American in space, he was commander of the Apollo 14 mission. And they were allowed a certain amount of weight for personal items. Mm-hmm. So what he did was he cut the handle off of his golf club, modified the like the receiving end for like the stick of it.
Uh-huh.
Because for engineering assignments, they would have these unfoldable rods for the moon, and he retrofitted his golf club
So it could do
head
that.
so that it could connect to one of those engineering rods.
Wow. Alan Shepard from New Hampshire, my home state. First American in space. Woo. Anyway, so Kevin, you're doing pretty well. I think you've only gotten like 2 wrong.
It was at the beginning.
Yeah, you got 2 wrong.
All right, what's next?
All right, so the last one, number 10, true or false. In 1988, a survey of people in Arizona found that 13% believed that the moon was made of cheese. In 1988, 13% were found in Arizona were found to believe.
13 is enough that could be a joke. That enough people said, "Oh, haha," who would actually think that and click yes. I say that's true.
That is 100% true.
Yeah.
That 13%, I think in
They
particular.
don't honestly think it.
I don't know, man.
Arizona,
I don't
don't
know.
disappoint me.
So I read various reports about this on the internet. One said it was from Flagstaff, Arizona. In particular, it was just that one town.
Mm.
I don't know. I mean, but that 13% is kind of high for me for people to believe. In 1988, the year I was born, to believe that the moon is still made of
joking.
cheese.
They had to.
I severely hope so, considering we'd already been on the moon like 6 times by then.
Right.
So, well, Kevin, you proved yourself to be well knowledgeable about the moon. I think you only got 2 wrong.
At least in the real life stuff.
Yeah, I mean...
Except for the Mare one.
The Mare one was the only one that you didn't get right, but that was real, and I was surprised you didn't get the Star Trek one right, because you know Star Trek so well. But hey, 80% is pretty good. You did better than I did on Star Trek, which was 55%. So, congratulations. If you want to quiz either of us about anything, feel free to drop that in the comments below. Like the video, subscribe, and as next week, I don't know, Kevin might quiz me, I might quiz him, who knows. Or you could quiz us. But thanks for watching.
Yep, thanks.
And we'll see you out there. So thank you for watching our videos. We love doing them, and we love that you watch them. If you want to watch more, there are links down here. There's other videos right here. And please hit the subscribe button, because that helps us know that you want to keep watching. Thanks.